delivery at its very best. It showed our belief in British talent, and unlike many policies, it raised a smile on the face of every man, woman and child in this country. Conference, I hope you were as chuffed as us when we won our Olympic bet against the Aussies. And Conference, let's raise a cheer for our Sports Minister, Jerry Sutcliffe. A fine example, may I say, Jerry, of leading from the front, if not of international diplomacy. But the real achievement at Beijing, of course, was not ours. I hope you will join me in thanking our Olympic and Paralympic athletes and their coaches for lifting, inspiring and uniting a nation. Take a moment, look again at that final Paralympic medals table. Britain standing proudly above the world, a country with a tradition of giving sporting opportunities to all, and the home of the Paralympic movement. Britain at its best. And don't you think the BBC did a great job in Beijing too? After the Olympics, the world's media departed China. The BBC, one of the very few international broadcasters to stay and cover the Paralympic Games. Doesn't that say something good too about British public service broadcasting? Great British values in sport, great British values in broadcasting, Labour values, opportunities for everyone, valuing all people, celebrating all talent, the best things in life, freely available to all. And now we have a once-in-a-lifetime chance as Olympic hosts to take these Labour values to all parts of our sporting and cultural life. A chance to change for good people's life chances. Remember what Tory No Such Thing as Society values did to sport, culture and the arts. Add-ons to be cut from shrinking public budgets. Luxuries for those who could afford to pay for them. I remember all too well, because I was at school in the Northwest in the mid-1980s. We loved our Saturday morning football, but it dried up overnight and it didn't come back. Not just football, but after-school cricket, music and drama too. And for the 10 years between the 80s and the 90s, no serious attempt was made to bring it back. A generation of young people failed, opportunities denied, talent lost. So, Atlanta, 1996, 1 gold medal, Britain 36th in the medals table. Not just bad luck, but what you get when you devastate public facilities and a country's sporting infrastructure. Beijing, 2008, 19 gold medals, 4th in the medals table. What you get when you revive facilities and invest in our talent. Now, Conference, there's people playing sport at every level, and people of all shapes and sizes playing sport, as Ed Balls demonstrated so well in our annual conference football match. This country has always had the talent, always. But Labour knows you need to invest in people if you want to bring it out. We have always known in this party that enjoying music, sport, dance and theatre goes to the heart of what it is to be alive, to have hope and dreams. That's why we have had a decade of raised investment in culture and sport, led by Gordon Brown as Chancellor and now Prime Minister. Investment not just in people, but places too. We took the best that this country could offer in culture and sport to the places that were crushed by conservatism. Regeneration of towns and cities up and down the country, led by culture, sport, the arts, heritage, the creative industries, no better illustrated than here in Manchester and Salford. Raising aspirations, regenerating hope and the human spirit. My own constituency of Lee, 12 miles from here, left on its knees when the mines closed. Now, the proud owner of the £80 million Lee Sports Village. And the Olympic Games, won by Tony Blair, Gordon Brown and Tessa Jowell. Starting to regenerate East London and some of the poorest wards in England. Labour at its best. Putting back hope where the heart was ripped out. A vision with people at its core, and no better expressed than in Liverpool, European capital of culture. There were those who laughed at a city laid low by the Tories. We gave it a massive vote of confidence, and the investment followed. And now, the city of my birth has risen to the occasion, and I'm proud of it. Now, Conference, this party must rise to the challenge of making the most of this Olympic era, a time for Olympic ambitions, embedding Labour values in culture and sport. School sport is back on its feet. Nearly 9 out of 10 children do 2 hours or more each week. But now we go further. 5 hours of quality sport, good quality coaching and competition for all. Working towards 5 hours of culture too, as Margaret Hodge has said. Arts professionals working in schools, inspiring children with music, dance, drama, art and film. Young people encouraged to find the creative talents within them. Young minds opened to new possibilities. But let's make the Olympics reach everyone. Sport and culture freely available to all. A journey only Labour could take. Chris Smith began it by taking away Tory charges to enter national museums and galleries. Critics complained. He did. Critics complained that it would clutter museums and galleries with pushchairs and prams. They were right, it did. And what a great thing that is.